this video, we find ourselves traveling back in time to the summer of 2018 to attend the Washington State BMW Riders Rally, Cascade Country Rendezvous. My hair is still blue. I still own the R1200R BMW, and I had just left the Hells Canyon Motorcycle Rally without going home first. These pictures clearly show how friendly the motorcycle community is. I had just met Alice at the Oregon BMW rally, and she invited me to stay at her house in between the Hells Canyon motorcycle rally and the Washington State BMW rally because it didn't make sense to come all the way back home. I also desperately needed my hair done, so these pictures represent the last of the blue hair before I went to an unknown to me hairstylist. Hairstylists are really important in the world. I did not love what they ended up doing with my hair, but I was super grateful to have Alice to stay with. So I had told the hairdresser I wanted my hair to match those pretty blue nails, BMW blue. I don't know what she heard, but that look at those bangs. Those bangs make me want to cry still. I was so unhappy, but at least Alice, Art, and Kathy were super sweet to me. And after the Hells Canyon motorcycle rally, this horrible haircut and a beautiful shower over at Alice's, Alice and I rode up to Art and Kathy's to spend the night and hang out with their super cute dog and play some cribbage and just have a really good time before we rode to Leavenworth. Because why not add another stop? This was the summer of rallies, and I was having a great time. Looking back at the pictures, I'm kind of cracking myself up because if I turned my head just exactly right, I could get an angle that I didn't want to slip my wrists over. Over here, we see the roads. Who needs roads? Picture. I don't know if you know this about BMW riders. They're not big on roads. Definitely not the highway. Absolutely not the highway. When you could take a back scenic route, you're going to be taking a back scenic route. So we are very carefully poring over the map to figure out our route. I'm just nodding and smiling because I'm directionally impaired. I'm really good at following. So evidently, my idea of hanging a clothesline so that I can wash my clothes when I shower, and you'll notice I'm wearing wick-away stuff. Even the shirt that we got for the rally is wick-away. Super important when you're riding and sweating that you're wearing breathable clothes. The nice part about breathable clothes, they dry really fast if you hang them on a clothesline. You'll also notice my towels up there and my bathing suit because there was a swimming pool at the KOA. I will argue that it is more important to have clean and dry underwear than it is to worry about the neighbors that you're never going to see again giving you a hard time for having a drying. I had a wonderful time this camping trip. My only regret is that I took personally something that Alice said. She was kind of teasing me about taking so many pictures of myself in lieu of taking pictures of the scenery. And I found myself embarrassed, and so I stopped taking as many pictures. And now I'm really sad I don't have more memories of things. Live for yourself. Don't worry about other people's opinions. You're the one that matters to you. Motorcycle rallies are so fun. You get to stay up late, have adult beverages, meet all kinds of wonderful people. My favorite part of the BMW rallies, though, are the classes. You can learn so much. And it just so happened that two of the classes that I took ended up literally saving my life. More to come. How to repair a tire so that you can make it home. If you don't have a tire repair kit and an air compressor that hooks up to your motorcycle, get one now. It is very, very easy to get a little nail in your tire, and just a tiny baby nail can do a whole lot of damage. Super grateful for Best Rest and their products that I couldn't have gotten home without them. I can't say enough how grateful I am for taking this dirt biking class. I'd heard over and over again that the best thing you can do for motorcycle riding, for street riding, is to learn how to ride in the dirt. It teaches you how to move your body, how to move the motorcycle, and it literally saved my life. I was heading home from the rally with my tire plugged. And I have to give kudos to Best Rest because the tire plug did not fail, even with all of this that you see in these pictures. So I'm heading home. Washington, we start riding at like 50 degrees. It was like 120 or something. It probably wasn't that hot, but we're talking record-breaking heat. And I'm riding home. The motorcycle's loaded down. I've had a wonderful time. I went to two back-to-back rallies and hanging out at Leavenworth. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm ready to be in my own bed. It's hot and I'm directionally impaired. So I have to go where Google tells me to go. So all of a sudden, Google says that there's like this huge delay, going to be like an hour delay on the blacktop. And if you don't know, motorcycles need to stay cool and moving. It is way, way, way too hot to be just stopped on the freeway. Not okay. So Google comes up with an alternative plan, and I got to learn what a forest road is. Now, if you know what a forest road is, you know this was not a good idea. But I saw lots of cars going down the same way. So obviously, Google was telling them to go too. So I get to the start of it, and these guys like look at me on the bike and they're like, "You're not gonna make it." Well, I don't know about you, but I get my dander up when somebody tells me I can't do something. So it made me want to go that way all the more. And I did make it, and I did not drop my bike thanks to the tips that I learned in this dirt bike class. It was so, so scary. I was 4 by 4ing on my R1200R, multiple creeks, moogles, sand, gravel. It was only 7 miles, but 7 miles had never felt so long. And it was stop and go traffic, stop and go. Luckily, there was a a girl driving the truck behind me, and she caught on that what I needed to do was watch the car in front of me and see what happened, how deep things were. So I would wait until the car passed the next obstacle so I could get a lay of the land. Then I would go my bike through. And that truck, she took such good care of me. She kept waiting and waiting before she would speed up. I was crying in between each stop. But there was nothing anybody could do for me at that point. I was in it to win it. I was in the miles in to this forest road. So I would lean over the bike and I would cry, and then it would be time to go and I'd get up and just breathe. And it's like, you've got to do this, girl. You've got to do it. So I just was going through in my head all the things I learned in the class: where to stand up, when not to front brake, which is a lot, how to go through the water, how to go through the sand, and didn't drop the bike. Super excited. And the plug in the tire did not fail.